Hi, I'm Dr. Brooklyn Raney. It was a full decade into my career as a teacher when I realized that I had not been trained for an enormous and fundamental part of my job: building authentic, productive, and sustainable relationships with my students. I believe that every single middle school student deserves an adult who knows them, supports them, and champions their success. And I also believe that those adults deserve training and support in understanding what an educator and advocate for young people is and isn't. And that's exactly what my book, The Successful Middle School Adult Advocates, is all about. Middle school is a time of enormous change for students. They're figuring out who they are, how they fit in, and what they're capable of. The research is clear that this journey is smoother and the outcomes more positive when they believe they have adult advocates at school, and that those adults have the knowledge, skills, and support to connect with today's students in safe, healthy, and productive ways. So, why should your team read this book? First, because we all know the importance of an adult advocate in the life of a young person. Research shows that one of the greatest protective factors a young person can have is being able to name an adult who they trust and who believes in them. That's why it's essential that every student can name an adult advocate at school. Second, educator burnout is a growing concern, and schools are facing more and more challenges with retaining teachers. One of the most effective ways to help teachers sustain their passion for their work without sacrificing their own well-being is by supporting them as they build strong, healthy, boundaried relationships with their students. A cornerstone of this book is the importance of maintaining boundaries that support student safety and educator sustainability. These boundaries include the legal, professional, social, and emotional limits that must be adhered to in order to do this work right and for the long haul. We also know that student attitudes towards school and their teachers are shifting. Many schools are seeing a trend in disengagement and a lack of trust between students and educators. In this book, I help teachers reset these dynamics by offering strategies to reignite student engagement, rebuild trust, and reframe the student-teacher relationship in a way that feels supportive and sustainable. Finally, many schools are in the process of implementing or revamping an advisory program. Advisors need training to make those efforts successful, and in the book, they'll find practical tools and strategies to build strong relationships with their advisees and design experiences that promote presence, play, and possibility, which are at the foundation of community building and fostering trust between adult advocates and middle school students. So, I invite your team to take this journey and read this book together. Let's reimagine what it means to be adult advocates for middle schoolers and create a school culture that empowers every student and adult to succeed.